higher self, OverSoul. The higher self is a being beyond polarity in the mid-sixth density. It exists with full understanding of the accumulations of all the experiences of the entity. In other words, operating from what you would consider your future. The higher self is you at mid-sixth density, the end result of all the development experienced by you up to that point. Every entity, whether positive, negative, or undecided, has a higher self. Whatever guidance is received from the higher self may be interpreted in a positive or negative light depending upon the polarity of the seeker. Though the negative entity separated from itself is likely to not seek such guidance. The higher self does not manipulate its past selves, but rather protects when possible and guides when asked. It may communicate with the incarnative third density self if the proper pathways or channels through the roots of the mind are opened and its aid sought. One of those pathways is within the dream state. The higher self also works closely with the third density entity in between incarnations, aiding the entity in achieving healing of the experiences which have not been learned properly and assisting in further life experience programming. The free will of the incarnate entity, however, is paramount in the service of the higher self offers. A complete understanding of the higher self is perhaps beyond the grasp of the third density linear mind. For instance, Ra describes that the higher self is a manifestation given to the late sixth density mind-body-spirit complex as a gift from its future selfness. This future selfness is the self of mid-seventh density, that which Ra also calls the mind-body-spirit complex totality. Ra also says that the third density incarnate entity, the higher self, and the mind-body-spirit complex totality are as 3 points in a circle. All are the same being, separated only by time. Questioner: in that case, my higher self would, shall we say, have a very large advantage in knowing precisely what was needed, since it would know what, as far as I am concerned, what was going to happen. Is this correct? I am Ra. This is incorrect, in that this would be an abrogation of free will. The higher self aspect is aware of the lessons learned through the sixth density. The progress rate is fairly well understood. The choices which must be made to achieve the higher self as it is are in the providence of the mind-body-spirit complex itself. Thus, the higher self is like the map in which the destination is known. The roads are very well known, these roads being designed by intelligent infinity working through intelligent energy. However, The higher self aspect can program only for the lessons and certain predisposing limitations if it wishes. The remainder is completely the free choice of each entity. There is the perfect balance between the known and the unknown.